Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time to get back into Powerwash Simulator 2 with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we have kind of gotten into it a little bit. We found out that the mayor of Caldera County now is hosting a best town competition. Not entirely sure who votes. I mean, realistically, if it's up to a vote, the town with the biggest population is probably going to win. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. Somebody has stolen the gems off the merman. Thankfully, it's not setting off the volcano again. And now we are back at the carnival cleaning up the water game, the shooting gallery, the water shooting gallery, that is basically kind of like, just having, is all about us and the first game, the key parts of the first game at least. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump back right on into it. So here we are. There we go, yeah. And, yeah, so, oh, I guess we were supposed to go in that back part there. I don't think we need the big, super long extension. So the rack needs cleaned. Oh. Like, yeah. So this suspiciously got muddied up real good in the middle of the night. And our good buddy who runs the Helter Skelter over there, Heaven, he very clearly was the instrument of muckiness. Okay, that is just a disturbing... Like, those are gnomes. That's kind of disturbing, really. All right. And we'll go ahead and that, make sure that we've got the, oh, that's right, we don't have our crosshairs on. There we go. We actually do have enough money, and well, let's go ahead and buy it. Why not? We'll go ahead and buy the Swirl Force. We'll buy the extra big one. And we'll go ahead and get that one as well. So now we can say, no, we want to go with this. We want to go with the Swirl Force. We want the big one. So now we can do flat surfaces really easily. Well, kind of easily. Of course, that's not really that little bar there is not really much of a flat surface. And we have a little bump here, so yeah. Flat surfaces it's great on. Anything else, it's not. That's just not really what it's designed for. And all right. And we should also probably go ahead and see if we can't get the... Let's see here. So we have the Urban X U2. Yeah. We'll go ahead and get the small extension. That'll help out a lot in with some of this. Boy, that is some really tough stuff, isn't it? Alright, there we go. Oh, there's just so much stuff to get caught up on here. Alright, in the group chat, apology accepted, Kevin. He didn't really apologize. That was not an apology, Cobb. That was a carefully worded clarification. Always the last word, Kevin. Not at all. You do realize you literally just forced, just pushed to have the last word, right? So yeah, Kevin basically, was complaining that they waste a lot of water, and then it's, no, we recycle the water. Oh, well, that's very unhygienic. It's like, yeah, tell me about it. I have to bleach everything, that's why I bleach everything every Sunday. Oh, and I thought it was this that was giving off that foul odor. Well, I will amend my complaint post-haste. Basically gonna change his complaint so that it's about this stall rather than who he thought it was. It's like, that's not, yeah, it's like he was not apologizing. He was not trying to make amends in any fashion. It's like he still would be very happy if your stall did not exist. Alright, can I put you up in here? I do not think so. No, I can't. Can I take this one up in here? I can... No, not really. Which means I'm going to have to do some very careful parkour. So yeah, that looks like the rock wall that's like kind of like from the supposed to be the representing our desert adventures. Of course, you have the little cats going across. Oh yeah. Yeah, Kevin Bernard he is this very, very opinionated and crotchety person. I don't want to say he's a crotchety old man because I don't know if he's actually old or not. He's one of those people that just seems like he's old, even though he's not, even though he's probably not. That's right, and also the mayor is wanting Ulysses back for photo ops and stuff. It's like, yeah, I'm not inclined to let him have her back. All right. I think that's got all the kittens done. Nope. Not quite. Alright. Come here, Mr. Sasquatch. remember there being any butterflies out in the forest, but I don't know if there were any butterflies in the original game. There are in this one, though. It'd be almost like the park warden in the first one. Guy that's obsessed with building materials and like, oh hey, so you know this was good enough for us back in the day. I don't know why kids need to be, you know, I don't know why they need like this soft padded material on the floor of their play park. Creosote was good enough for us as a kid. Of course, Kevin is pretty easy to understand. He just wants no competition for his hurdy-gurdy. Like, he wants to be able to just, like, leave it messy. Wants to be able to leave it messy. And just, you know, people just are going to just accept that and enjoy it anyway. Force doesn't do too bad, but it's not exactly the end-all be-all of surface cleaning, that's for sure. Alright, there we go. Apparently, like, only 9% of people put the, thought to put the gnomes on the tea settings in the chairs and stuff around the tea tables, which I'm kind of surprised by. Like, I would have figured more people would have been like, oh, hey, you know. Let's have, you know, the gnomes deserve to have a tea party. go. Yeah, we're moving along pretty well here. Of course, I'm wondering when good old Kevin is going to be like, hey, by the way, I know the mayor of the county. Like, he seems like somebody that would be real good friends with the mayor. Why does that cat look... Why do the orange cats look like they're prey? Okay, so it is... There are different, like, parts of the gallery floor. I figured there probably would be. I was going to remove Merman's gems now that they've been stolen, but I used really strong glue. And I'm sure they'll be recovered soon anyway, right? Why are you asking me? I mean, sure, it's probably going to be up to us to get him back, but, I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Where's the mysterious island that like, oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I'm like, where's the mysterious island that came up? Oh. And why does the temple that I had to clean, why is that so special? Like, this is not just mud. This is like, there's some serious grease behind it. Hey, could you not find like an actual like a female face? You had to use the gnome face for your mermaid. All right, so what if we come up here? Why does that look like it opens? Oh, no, that's where the steam and stuff comes from. There we go. Wait, there's actually lights on this? I had no idea that there were lights there. Because I could barely tell that there was a caterpillar up there before I started washing it. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of winging it. Again, there's like heavy grease type stuff back here. Just kind of curious. Did Bigfoot come by because he didn't get to because he's not getting paid for his likeness? I mean, I wouldn't think so, but you know, never can tell with Bigfoots. There's just so much stuff here that makes it very inconvenient for cleaning. I'm waiting to get a call from Kevin saying, hey, so somebody decided to slime my stuff? Because I'm pretty sure that sooner or later, everybody's going to take revenge on him. At least I hope they do. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's get this guy all cleaned up. Again. Like, I'm sorry, I've cleaned the actual thing. It did not open up like that when I cleaned it. I would remember something like that. Alright, then we had El Jerko's plane. I'm kind of impressed that they managed to get a lot of the eccentricities of his plane. Like, that's not common knowledge, I don't think. Had the mysterious statue, which was, the ancient statue, which, yeah, it's still not quite completely clean. But I actually had some, like, graffiti on it and stuff, which is curious. I had the mysterious time travelers. All right. And then we had the big giant temple that, again, I'm amazed that, like, the general public knows what the hell that is. I mean, I suppose the secondary beam of light might have attracted them to it, but it's like, do they realize the importance of it all? Do they realize that there's, like, you know, that it's literally oh wow, they even got the gym. All right, there we go. Right? Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like this person knows their shit. I'm kind of wondering if, like, okay, so is this person, like, you know, a time traveler from the future that came back to make sure shit's all right? Alright, so what am I missing? Alright, the generator. Okay, so we're missing the generator, one post, one table plushie, and the ancient statue target. Okay. All right. So we are missing one of the posts. This one. Don't try this at home, kids. This is not how you clean a generator. This is how you ruin a generator and potentially get yourself killed. Especially spraying into like 2 empty outlets. Right, there's that. All right, so now we just need a table plushie. All right. Oh yeah, Aqua Regis. That's amazing. Can't wait for Kevin to see this. This is the ultimate final word. Such a competition is not healthy, sir. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it that's not a healthy thing. Now we have the Art Deco house. This we just get a little B for the shooting gallery, but we'd have like, you know, actual models of everything else that we cleaned. Yes, the P coins, the ones that are used for furniture and stuff. So all the futuristic stuff I'm thinking is from Jackal's place, Thrust Industries. Then we have the bespoke lamp created by the visionary Darcy. All right, so let's go ahead and do the road sweeper for Finn Harris. I just want you to know that from this day forth, you are forever loved by at least one person, me. Started work this morning and forgot all about my detour around the annual Huckleberry Run on Oak Street. Drove my road sweeper straight into the party zone. Not sure what the fallout from this is gonna be. I'm hoping with all that juice flying around, people kept their camera phones in their pockets, and I got away with it. One thing's for sure, if I go back to the yard with it looking like this, then I know what my work nickname's gonna be for the next 40 years. You don't. There's a lot. You could come up with a lot of nicknames for somebody who just like brings it back covered in jam. Like, I mean, it looks like. What am I hearing? Not seeing any smoke or anything. That's good. Can't tell if that's like the rumble of traffic or what. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, wait, it's a Huckleberry Festival. Right, Huckleberry Finn. As soon as I turned the corner and saw all the revelers having fun and chucking huckleberries around, I knew I was in trouble. I'm hearing a definite rumble. I had no choice but to style it out and act like it was normal. Yeah, Huckleberry Festival? And your name's Finn Harris? Yeah, they would have called you Huckleberry Finn for sure. They still might if I tell them about it. You better pay me well. Seriously, what is everybody's obsession with garden gnomes? It probs would have been semi alright if I hadn't panic pressed my brushes on. I don't know. I just thought I'm driving through a parade, gotta look official, like I was a fruit mixer or something. I severely underestimated the power of the sweep. They turned the streets into a river of jelly in seconds. Right, we gotta go with the U1 for the nozzle. For the soap. This much jam, we should be using soap, because otherwise it's just gonna stay sticky. Even then, I could have probably ridden it out if I hadn't started waving. I don't know. Just thought I gotta own this moment. No, never. The whole while down below, the brushes were creating a disaster zone of epic proportion. I mean, don't you guys have, like, you know, you change out the brushes and stuff? I just wanted to keep morale high, you know? I really hope no one reports this. I love my job. Every time I catch a piece of litter between my brushes, I feel like a black hole sucking in yet another galaxy. My dude, you have some serious mental issues, don't you? I hear you, kitten. Hello, Squeak. Laces. Alright, well, where's Bubble? Where's Bubbles? Wow, I can go a long way. We go down to the pizzeria. Travel agency. Where's Squeaks? Well, there he is. Bubbles, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, all right, where's the other little one? Please tell me that the mayor didn't get him. I'm sure he'll try. Meanwhile, Detergento. Oh no, dude. Yeah, you did not do a good job of covering that up. Oh no, poor guy. Good luck to the geezer. Let him have it, mate. Clearly underpaid. Oh, please. CDL drivers earn good money. I hope so, because he's going to need a vacation urgento. Y'all think you're so funny. There we go. Lou Cicada. Is this Royal Flush? I need to get my gas station all cleaned up before we're closed down for good. Alright, jeez. I just gotta finish up with Huckleberry Finn here. Tessa here from the council. Thanks again, Renson. You got Finn, out of a real sticky one there. And don't worry, he's fine. In fact, he's currently telling his story to the local news networks. Well, that's good. I mean, he's not getting fired, at least. Whimsical shelving. I'm not sure how to feel about the whimsical stuff. So we're moving on to Lubricity. Morning, sugar. Lou. The high muckamucks in the ivory towers of Lubricity have demanded we clean our humble gas station. Can you believe the gall of them? First, they build a new interstate that reduces passing traffic to a trickle. Then they say that we're an eyesore with the few still traveling on it. This town of the year thing puts a rocket up their behinds. This town of the year things put a rocket up their behinds. If they aren't happy with the state of the place, then they could at least put their hands in their pocket, rather than expect honest folk like us to foot the bill. Anyway, best get on. We'll be inside, twiddling our thumbs and staring at the walls. Alright, let's get rolling. Lone Station. Wait, Ulysses? At least you're smart enough to stay out of the sun. Now, where are the Rugrats? There's Squeak. Open 24/7? Really? I mean, I guess you gotta do... I mean, there comes a point where it's like, yeah, being open 24/7 doesn't really help. Day, are you doing the whole thing over? You know, like the doors, walls, and all those fiddly bits out front? Even the roof? Only I ain't been up there for quite some time, and our boy Marvin practically lives up there, so who knows what you'll find. Don't worry, I'm not gonna steal his supply. Not gonna steal his beer or his weed. Or should I say, I won't steal your your beer or your weed. I'm pretty sure he's trying to be like, yeah, my boy, our boy Marvin, yeah, he spends a lot of time up there. Don't know what he does. Do you just have a car? Oh my God, why am I power washing a car battery? I swear, Wishy doesn't want to live. Now I'm curious as to what we will find up there. Okay, that's a nail. I thought that for a moment that was another light bulb. I'm like, why would you have lights on the back end? Arrow tail, that's good. I think we've got all of that. Why is there, like, purple stuff? Paint? Damn? Melted candy? I don't know what that is. Like, it is a very, very vibrant color. I'll give it that, but... I'm a little concerned about it. My God, is it tough. Whatever it is really tough. I don't know how to tell you this, sir, but I think you might have, like, you know, spilled radioactive material on your property. All right. I am beyond curious now. What exactly is up on the roof? Why are you wiggling, sir? Rooftop playing cards, as opposed to regular playing cards. And a blanket with aliens on it. More purple gunk. At least this purple stuff isn't as hard to clean off. I don't know what that stuff down there was, but man, it was some pretty thick stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to what your boy's been up to, sir. Is your boy still around? Has he been abducted by aliens? What's the deal here? Actually, has your son been playing some old arcade cabinet that he just like finally won, finally got a super high score on, and like, you know, and he's been acting weird ever since? This might be a Last Starfighter type deal. Let's see here. So now we've got just... Actually, you know what? This is a perfect time to break out our surface cleaner. I'll tell you what, Sugar. You wouldn't believe the things we see come along here now they've opened up the interstate. Anyone sneaking in or out of town comes this way, but so too do the mining trucks now. And you should see the size. Mining trucks? Right. These aren't Thrust Industries mining trucks, are they? Yeah, I could see Lou with a southern accent. Really get that Roomba feel. All right. Now let's finish off the tops of all of this. There we go. Okay, so this thing will just tear through just about anything. But it's not as much fun as, like, you know, spraying it. I mean, it's great for, like, covering floors and stuff like that, but it's like, yeah. But as far as, like, walls and stuff, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to use that. Yeah, I'm just gonna void the warranty on your AC unit, okay? Is that alright with you? I mean, not that your warranty is any good with the sheer amount of rust that's on this thing, but... Keep expecting to find, like, a pattern or something, like a design or something in the purple. Like, wording or something, like, please save me. So yeah, they built the interstate. Parky? Dirt Finder, it's Park Warden. Here you're back in business. We're in a bit of a fix at the recreational grounds. The bystanders filthy dirty. The bandstand's filthy dirty. We sure would appreciate your help with it. I'm sure you would. I was wondering when I was going to hear from your bitch ass again. I was just thinking to myself when we were talking about Kevin there, I'm like, you know, speaking of old and crotchety, we haven't heard from the park warden yet. Yeah, there were a lot of great jobs in the first one. There were some that were just like felt like busy work. Like the penny farthing and stuff like that just kind of felt like, okay, this is just, I mean, it's not like it's difficult to do by any means. There's a lot of rust, sure, but that's about it. All right, so this is how their boa gets down. Apparently, up and down is hops up onto this rickety ass looking thing that I'm currently standing on. How old is your son, by the way? I get the feeling their son might be like 7 or 8 years old or something like that. Like, I was picturing a kid, like, you know, much older than, but, like, yeah. So he usually hops down here, he comes over here and plays on the swings and stuff. No. You go down the slide. Yes. There you go. One achievement. The shovel is clean. Well, they have pets too. All right, what you got, Lou? Some of these rigs that pass by, might as well call them drivable houses. They're as big as one. You feel them before you see them. Think I feel one now. Wait for it. Are these giant rigs in the room with you now? I'm not calling you crazy, but you might be hallucinating, sir. I would not use any ice from this thing. Like, with the amount of rust that's on this thing. It was big as, like, houses. Let me guess, at 40%, that's when the truck will come by? Just out of curiosity, sir, do the trucks say, you know, Thrust Industries? Right? Like, yeah, like forcing your pets to drink and eat out of filthy bowls like that is inhumane, sir. Of course, you look at the kids freaking play equipment here, it's like, my God, that is also in very sad shape. Like, somebody should tell these people, somebody should tell Lou that just because their business is not doing well does not mean that they get to, like, you know, just take it out on their kids and pets. You don't have to be, like, making a mint in order to clean. Yeah, your kid's probably going to be pretty pissed at us for cleaning off their graffiti. Just warning you now. You could go ahead and blame it on me, but, like, yeah. You're the one that hired me and told me to clean everything. Why is everything cactus themed? Is this even for your kid, or is it like kind of like a touristy type thing where it's like, hey, you know, kid's been annoying you, let him play in the play park back here. Or as much of a play park as we have, because it's not really much of a play park. More like one of those kind of cheap, like, at-home jungle gym type things. That was just a cement mixer. That's nothing unusual. Like, I'm really starting to question Lou now. I mean, besides the fact that he's calling us sweetie and honey and all that kind of stuff, which, I mean, that's a little weird as is, but, you know. Like, that's literally the trucks, mining trucks as big as houses. It's like that was a cement mixer. Cement mixers aren't even part of mining. Oh no, that ain't it. That thing might as well have come out of a piñata. No. These are much bigger than that. Wait for it. Do you want me to clean your shit, or do you want me to wait for your mysterious big old thing? You got some technicolored, funky ass growths on this stuff. Armpit? No? I'm guessing it's probably going to be at 40. Why do you have a cactus with a crotch? Never mind. Why do you have two with a crotch? and what looks like, decades old graffiti. Like, this graffiti is so old, some of it has just worn away. Which, given that the graffiti in the skate park in the first one still had Calvin Miller loves what was her name, Fiora whatever. I mean, that one still had that from, like, long ass ago. That tells you how old this graffiti must be in order to actually have been, like, even partially worn away. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. It's like, yeah, they're saying that we're an eyesore, so we need to get the place clean. It's like, you're a health hazard. Like, this is disturbingly messy shit. Like, I'm surprised that their kid hasn't, like, come down with some kind of serious illness from playing in all this mud and filth and stuff. We're at 34%. Alright, we've got a little while before next truck might be coming through. Parking? Really? Do you really need a sign that says parking? sadly, the stop sign makes sense. Like, too many people, if there wasn't a stop sign at that intersection, they'd be like, oh, hey, so we don't have to stop on our way out, right? Even though it's like kind of one of the rules of the road. Like, if you are like pulling out of somewhere, yeah, you stop. Yeah, I think the cow horns really, really sell the, hey, Texas, yeah, definitely should have a Texas accent. We did get did we get the cow horns? Yeah, we did. Okay, good. There we go. Finally. Just hold your horses. They'll be along. Don't you worry about that. Well, can I continue cleaning your shit? I mean, surely you did not... No. No, surely... You didn't just call me out here so that you could show somebody the odd trucks that are going by, did you? All right. Well, since we probably have another 10% that we will need to clean before the next thing happens. We can go ahead and clean the back a bit. All right, so somebody was playing dice. I do like this tool. This one is, it is soothing. It's a lot easier to just like sweep back and forth. And just, yeah, just kind of vibe out with it. Again, it's supposed to be set in the U.S., but we have this, but we have, people in the U.S. do not call it a water closet. All right, we're starting to get down to 50%, so, or up to 50%, so we better come over here and DW, is that Powerwash oil? Good God, that is some ground in, like, something. You know, if these are from the mines, or from some kind of mining operation, that might explain some of the technicolored stuff on the ground. Like, that's some new type of ore that Thrust Industries has discovered, and they're just like, kind of like dropping it as they go along. Like, if they stop in for gas, hey, you know, some that they have on their shoes is just like coming off here. That might explain why there was so much around here, is it's like, you know, literally it's falling off the, you know, like getting knocked off the truck as they're coming along. There's numbers. We're at 50. I would say, oh no, don't worry, it'll be at 60, but it was like 30 or 31 was when the first truck went by. Of course, watch, it'll be it'll be right at the end, right when we finish up. That's when it'll show. I mean, the anticipation is kind of fun. Kind of like, hey, don't stray too far from the road. But you don't think you might be thinking of RVs, do you? I mean, he is not all with it. Agritire. Tractastic. Oh, good gods. Wow. I'm surprised to see a logo for the Prime Vista here. Opening times. Always. Wait, so you're always opening? That doesn't sound right. More like you're just always open. That would fit, but like, yeah, always opening? Like, the whole House on Wheels thing just makes me think, you sure you're not thinking of RVs? Those are literally homes on wheels. And, you know, they get us all excited about, oh, is it going to be another situation where there's a mine that we need to find out what it is they're digging up and stuff. And just to be like, oh, nope, never mind. It's nothing. Soda brand soft drinks. I love that stuff. I need a bit longer of an extension, I think. Luminosity, I bet. Or not luminosity, but superliminal. I bet that's what you're thinking of, because that's what I was thinking of too, when it's just like soda. It's like, well, that's very nondescript. Yeah, that is one of those games that where the name is just like, sounds very obscure. It's not a term that you hear often. It is a proper term though, but yeah, it's one that you do not hear often. I mean, you hear all kinds of things about, oh, well, subliminal. But it's like there is the opposite of subliminal, which is superliminal. Okay, we're at 59%. Now the reason I'm thinking this might be a nothing, a big fat nothing, is they've done this several times. Like when we were cleaning the washroom, the bathroom, it was, hey, the fire chief's dog has gone missing. Never mind, he's found. Then we were doing the Art Deco house, and then like, oh my goodness, the beam going from the statue to the volcano just disappeared. Wasn't that like what was keeping the volcano from going kablooey? And then, you know, before that job was over, you know, Cal's like, "Oh, I've checked it out. Don't worry, it's cool. The volcano is safe." Rusty Gasket. Power Wash Services. 2 quick questions. Are you open for business? And do you have a gravel pit to slow down out of control vehicles? I'm fast approaching your yard. Please do not, what the fuck? Please don't wreck my building. I just moved in. I mean, they really love to kind of like subvert your expectations in this one. All right, there's 60% and still nothing. I mean, other than a new job. Suppose we could come back here and like continue on with this. Is that a little fly? Did I just kill a fly with this thing? I mean, I won't be upset if I did. That's just unusual. All right. Actually, we should also make sure to get this good and done too. That's kind of what I'm figuring too. Keep you hanging on with the mystery, and then, you know, show you that, oh no, it's nothing to worry about. It's no big deal. Right. Is there part of it up here that needs to be? Yes, okay. It's about the time that you think it's going to be, oh, no, we can just leave it till the end. It's like, then it's going to be like, oh, hey, yeah, like 65% or 68% or something like that. It's going to be like, oh, hey, there it goes. Did you see it, boss? Oh, you missed it? Well, crap. I'm not crazy, I swear. You know what? We are going to, yes, take you, and we're going to move you around to the back. Now watch, it's going to be like Harper Shaw going out in his RV or something like that, right? That would be about that would be about fitting. It's just like, oh yeah, yep, it's just Harper. Like, hey, I know that RV. I mean, Harper does like, you know, kind of the road less traveled, as they say. Every time I hear something now, it's gonna be like, ooh, what was that? feel a rumbling deep down in my gizzard. That thing's not far off now. I think you need to have your gizzards checked. Of course, there's also the small little fact that humans don't have gizzards. So I'm pretty sure we don't. Pretty sure that's like a bird thing. Now, with some of the people still having their jobs, I don't know whether to be impressed or, you know, kind of curious as to how they kept their jobs. Like the park warden totally should have been fired from his job by now. Especially with like a new town mayor. Yeah, I realized it's going to be real difficult. This week's going to be real difficult for me. Because I have Escape Simulator 2 in my Steam library already. But it's like, no, I can't touch it. I can't touch it. I don't want to touch it until, you know, I'm ready to stream it. And it's like, oh, that's gonna be a tough thing to do. That's gonna be a tough thing to keep my hands off of. But it should be easier come Wednesday, because Wednesday, The Outer Worlds 2 comes out. Which is another one of those that I'm like, oh yes, I'm so looking forward to that. Me too. It's like, yep. It's like I don't want to get into it and rip through it on my own. From what I can tell, there's 4 different sections, 4 different stories, if you will, with I think like 4 or 5 rooms each. Which sounds like, you know, it really sounds like a small amount of content, but it's one of those things where it's like this is one of the groups, you know, Pine Studios is one of the people that's like, they don't just say, hey, okay, game's done, just, you know, let's get on the next project. They will keep adding to it. And people can actually create their own stuff. So there is like a community aspect of it too. Well, sounds like you should be about ready to hit the get to the Powerwash DLC too. Then. That was one of those that kind of surprised me. It's like, oh, okay, so yeah, Powerwash Simulator and Escape Simulator like kind of work together on that, which makes sense as to why they're like both releasing their new games kind of around the same time. All right, we're almost to 80%. Wow, you guys still have a payphone? Yes, I know that this still needs clean. Thank you. Okay, that's a little weird how I can clean like under it, but it's like it doesn't, the actual thing doesn't go under. All right. All right, I think we've got all of that. All right, we have one canopy beam, one canopy trim, and floor border, a wall light. Wait, we're missing a grab rail? Oh. Right, the wall light. All right, canopy beam. Forecourt. Ah, okay. I didn't get this side. All right. All right. Wagon wheel hub. Oh. Why is there even a wagon wheel here? Tool storage, canopy frame. All right, now we just have the floors. Man, what I wouldn't give for a Zamboni right now. Just wheel that sucker out, ride it around. Okay, I guess the big one's a no-show. You must think I'm a right one. Yeah? The thing's out there, though. You mark my words. Can I mark them down as the words of an insane man? Or woman? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I guess Lou could be Louise. But what happened to your gizzard? What happened to that odd feeling in your gizzard? Come on. You were so sure of yourself. I'll keep my eyes open. And I suppose we ought to do this couple runs here just to make sure that we're not like leaving bare spots. Although we could just start going like this, might as well. Still nothing? That's a horrible letdown. Just a horrible letdown. Sugar, I don't know what to say. Me and Ron have been out front for hours gazing at your handiwork with tears in our eyes. We ain't seen the place looking like this for many a year. Anyway, look, Ron giving me the cheeky smile and dashed indoors, and now there's soul music floating out of the windows. Let's hope Marvin keeps himself on to that roof for a while. Okay, all right. So yeah, apparently Lou and Ron having a clean gas station put Ron in the mood. I really didn't need to know about that, but okay. Well, let's head back to base here. So we have the bandstand and the mobility scooter. Oh, the mobility scooter must be... Oh, okay, well... Yeah, I was gonna say, the rusty gasket. I know some folks complain about that merman's beam, but I weren't one of them. You see, I love giving folks a treat, and that beam fired line straight over our retirement home, all the way to the Bullseye Superstore at the edge of town. So every night I'd follow that beam there, just as the markdowns go out. Then I'd load up with as much discount deliciousness as my scoot could handle. But the beam went off just as I was shortcutting it through the national park. Made it out eventually, but those woods are denser than a pound cake. My scoot's not cut out for off-roading. Well, we can do this one real quick. This is just $100. It should be good. It should go quickly. It should go quickly. I may have found my way out of those woods, but the discount snacks didn't. Did you eat them all? How long were you how long were you lost in the woods? How many of those snacks did you eat? Clarify, I wasn't panic eating. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm not judging. It's just that the best before dates were fast approaching, and I can't stand waste. Wait, was it like minutes? If you can read this, you're too close. Bucket-o, grabbing bargains, go round. And you have croissants and just all kinds of stuff. Yeah, unless the sell by date was like, hey, the best by date is like, you know, it's the 21st and you happen to buy them on the 20th. You are kind of full of crap, Rusty. complete. I knew this one wasn't going to be long. It's like, it's a mobility scooter. Amazing work, my friends. Scooters scoot like a dream machine. I've been to the stuff and run just down the way. Not as good as the bullseye, but it'll do nicely till they figure out how to turn that beam back on. Oh, I've left you a red velvet cake as a special thanks. Was the only thing not on discount. That's how good a job you done. So is that what our little trophy is? The red velvet cake? You guys are not allowed to have any cake, okay? Just know. The Cake Man of St. Honor's home at last. It's the story that we've all been following for the past week, and it has the most joyful of endings. Rusty Gasket, the self-proclaimed Cake Man of St. Honor's, who went missing after getting lost in the national park, has returned alive and well-fed. Rusty, who ran into trouble during his latest cake run, drew gasps as he tore down Apple Avenue this morning, which may in part have been due to the vital gleam of his mobility scooter. There's one thing seeing Rusty again, but his scooter looks simply magnificent, said a neighbor. It's just a shame he didn't have any cake left. So that one made that one really made the papers. Okay. We have the whimsical chair. So we have futuristic, we have rustic, and we have whimsical. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the bandstand at least. And we will, so let's see here. Muckingham Spring Festival is only a few short weeks away now, and that means the usual outdoor concert at the bandstand. Unfortunately, the band are refusing to play on it in its current condition. Deputy Warden Indy Clemson's already gone at it with a mop and bucket, but the removal of such profound dirt deposits requires a grit they are yet to fully develop. This is one time I can say with certainty that what we need is someone with your diligence and hydraulic finesse. Now you're just buttering me up, sir. There is no need to go on that like that. So can we actually see like any of the stuff from before? Well, there's the hello Squeak. There's the carnival. I was hoping to see the skate park and stuff. So somebody tried going at it with a mop and did not do well. Hey, Ulysses. Oh, look at little sphinxy bubbles. All right, so for that, let's go ahead and turn off our that and we'll kind of get a close up here. All right, there we go. And that's where we're going to end for tonight. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to press that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, Twitter account, Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for the Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at midnight, we'll be Central Time. We'll be back with more Powerwash Simulator 2. And then at 8 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday, we are going to be kicking off the Outer Worlds 2. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!